Guy Fieri has traveled from the beaches of the Jersey Shore to Waikiki with one destination in mind: Flavortown. Stay tuned as Guy pursues the sweet and the savory of everyone's favorite Super Bowl snack, chicken wings. Strange but true, you can find some of the best wings at a Jersey Shore strip mall restaurant specializing in burritos. 10th Avenue Burrito in Belmar, New Jersey is just a 90-minute drive from NYC, but it's apparently worth the trip. In fact, one person commenting on the YouTube video of the 2010 Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives episode that featured this restaurant enthused. "Man, would I eat there right now, and I'm in Los Angeles. That's how good this guy cooks." The first thing Fieri tried was the pork mole platter, something he described as awesome and said he could eat all day long. What really blew him away, however, were the wings tossed with a house-made adobo sauce. This sauce, which Fieri helped to make, starts with a base of tomatoes, vinegar, and dried chipotles, then adds garlic, onions, bay leaves, oregano, and a few more unexpected ingredients: cinnamon, cloves, oranges, and pineapple. It also gets a touch of sweetness from the crystallized Mexican sugar known as piloncillo. The wings are grilled, tossed in the adobo sauce, and served with a side of avocado ranch. Fieri's verdict: out of bounds, right heat, right spice, Alkaline is a restaurant in Norfolk, Virginia that offers what they describe as, quote, non-traditional Asian-inspired dishes, and Food Network calls it some pretty next-level street food. Lucky for us, Alkaline was happy to share the recipe. These jumbo wings are dipped in a light batter and then double-fried for extra crunch. The sticky wing sauce is made from ketchup, mayo, soy sauce, Worcestershire, chili sauce, and chili oil, and the wings are brushed with the sauce rather than dipped in order to retain their just-fried crispiness. As a final touch, they're finished off with a sprinkling of fried garlic, snipped chives, and sesame seeds.
You don't want to eat it too fast because you don't want it to end.
If you're going to name your Los Angeles restaurant Beer Belly and call one of your menu items Barbecue Volcano Chipotle Wings, well, you pretty much have to expect that Guy Fieri will be dropping by to check them out sooner or later. Sadly, LA Eater informs us that the Koreatown Eatery location where Fieri enjoyed those volcanic wings closed down in 2019, and the Long Beach location closed a few years later. They did, however, share their sauce recipe, enough for 40 pounds of wings. The ingredients are too numerous to list them all, but include ketchup, chipotles, cider vinegar, Worcestershire, Louisiana-style hot sauce, cayenne pepper, sriracha, red pepper flakes, Tabasco sauce, mustard, liquid smoke, and a little brown sugar. Fieri's initial reaction was, "Wow, yeah, those are hot." One of the more unusual types of wing Guy Fieri has encountered in his cross-country odyssey is the banana garlic variety from the Blue-Eyed Crab Caribbean Grill and Rum Bar in Plymouth, Massachusetts. While Fieri sampled the restaurant's lobster and lump crab creole, the real standout dish he discovered there, and one that the menu to this day touts as having been featured on Triple D, consists of spicy chicken wings served in a garlicky banana sauce. Fieri described these wings as a calypso band meets Metallica. The Blue-Eyed Crab has also been kind enough to share the recipe for their signature wings, but it's complex, so you'll need some time if you want to try this at home. The wings are first marinated in orange juice, soy sauce, and spices, including ginger, cinnamon, and star anise. Then they are oven roasted until they are crisp. The sauce includes not only bananas, but banana liqueur, plus garlic, of course, with other flavors including orange, maple syrup, and chili sauce. Even the dipping sauce and side dish carry out the tropical theme. The former is made from pineapple juice and sour cream, while the latter consists of fried plantains in place of the more standard fries or celery sticks. A few years ago, Guy Fieri paid a visit to the East Village's trendy Duck's Eatery, a place that served up a mean smoked wing, which they proceeded to improve upon with the addition of house-made jerk sauce. The resulting wings were something Fieri called really flavorful, big, unique. Unfortunately, Duck's Eatery was unable to weather the pandemic. They did, however, leave Food Network their wing recipe for posterity. It's a two-parter, as these jumbo wings, served whole, are first marinated in a mixture of fish sauce, soy sauce, lime juice, vinegar, and a laundry list of spices and seasonings, including lemongrass, star anise, and curry powder, before being smoked. Once they are done cooking, the wings are brushed with a sauce made from more lime juice, fish sauce, and curry powder. One of Guy Fieri's favorites among the numerous wings he's tried are the ones made by San Diego's OB Noodle House. The Noodle House bills itself as an Asian fusion restaurant, and no trip to the restaurant would be complete without an order of their on the way to becoming legendary spicy garlic wings. The wings take a full day or more to soak in a marinade that not only makes them crazy flavorful, but turns them a fiery red. Fieri, however, didn't find them to be as incendiary as their hue might imply. He remarked that they featured only, quote, a little bit of heat, not too much. Explosive they may not be, but Fieri nevertheless declared the garlic wings to be the bomb. Although the restaurant hasn't shared their recipe for spicy garlic wings, they did do the typical on-camera walkthrough of the wing-making process. From this, we can see that the marinade includes ginger, garlic, lemongrass, onions, Thai chilies, habaneros, peanut butter, and hoisin sauce. The marinated wings are deep-fried, then wok-fried with more garlic, chilies, white pepper, sugar, and green onions before being served on a bed of green lettuce for a Christmassy contrast. While over-the-top wing preparations are not only fun to eat, but also make for entertaining TV viewing, sometimes you just can't beat a classic fried chicken wing with a basic buffalo sauce. This is exactly what Guy Fieri found when he paid a visit to the aptly named Aahhs and Aahhs soul food restaurant in the heart of Washington, D.C.'s U Street corridor, birthplace of Duke Ellington and D.C.'s answer to Harlem. Fieri enjoyed the Cajun-spiced shrimp and grits, but he was also pretty partial to the crispy fried chicken wings. Apparently, Aahhs and Aahhs owners learned how to fry a mean chicken wing from their grannies, and the wings can stand on their own as the delicious fried chicken they are. They do, however, come with your choice of 4 different sauces: barbecue, lemon pepper, teriyaki, and buffalo. The last of these was Fieri's pick, and it was a choice he had no cause to regret.
We need to put that on the USS Flavortown.
Guy Fieri discovered some of the most authentic Thai food around at Opal Thai, a restaurant on Honolulu's North Shore, run by Bangkok-born chef Opal. He gobbled down several delicious dishes, including pad thai and pork larb, but his favorite item on the menu was the garlic-glazed hot wings. The video of the wings' preparation shows that they're first fried naked, no breading, batter, or seasonings, then tossed in a hot wok with a sauce made from garlic, chili paste, and rice wine. As a crowning touch, the plate of wings gets a garnish of deep-fried basil. Fieri's first reaction, upon biting into the wings, was, "Holy moly, that's the most garlic I've had on anything." He does note, though, that the garlic, since it's been cooked so nicely, blends well with the rest of the flavors. This allows you to taste the entire spicy, sweet, salty spectrum, rather than having the wings be overwhelmingly harsh and garlicky. When Guy Fieri visited Scully's Tavern, a strip mall Miami sports bar, he was probably expecting a typical menu of bar foods. Instead, he was amazed to find such out-of-the-ordinary fare as potato chip-crusted mahi-mahi and Belgian-style escargot. Yet another surprise for Fieri, and a very pleasant one at that, was chicken wings cooked scampi style. The way Scully's cooked their wings was pretty unique in and of itself. The wings were first fried, then tossed with sauce, then grilled, then tossed with sauce again, then grilled one more time. While Scully's did offer a buffalo-style wing, even the buffalo sauce was made with plenty of garlic. The scampi wings, however, were dressed with nothing more than garlic, butter, and Parmesan. Fieri joked that eating such non-standard, non-spicy wings was sacrilege, but the first bite changed his mind. As he put it, the kicker was the caramelized garlic. Legit food. Legit, legit. Lucky San Franciscans, they have access to their very own Filipino fusion food truck. Guy Fieri, of course, had to pay this a visit, though it's technically not one of his 3Ds. Still, the food Señor Sisig serves up is definitely his cup of tea. Food Network says Fieri's a fan of the sour pork sisig tacos, but he was perplexed by the adobo-glazed buffalo wings. His first reaction was to say, "I can't figure out the flavor," although he ultimately decided the wings were not too sweet, not too spicy, not Asian, not Mexican, just Señor Sisig. It seems as if the wings aren't always available on the Señor Sisig menu. Not to mention, San Francisco is a bit of a trip for many of us. Señor Sisig, however, was obliging enough to supply Food Network with their recipe. The wings are first marinated in soy sauce, spices, and sugarcane vinegar, and then baked, fried, and tossed in that mysterious adobo glaze. So what's in Señor Sisig's secret sauce? The secret's out. The complex flavor mixture includes more soy sauce and vinegar, as well as ketchup, honey, Worcestershire, garlic, and chipotles.
It's like kryptonite. I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna go to sleep.
In 2016, Guy Fieri took a trip to Stockton, California to visit a restaurant called Smitty's Wings and Things that specializes in you-know-what. Smitty himself is former NFL player Steve Smith, and Stockton happens to be his wife's hometown. While Smitty's menu offers a dozen different types of wing sauces, ranging from plain to tropical mango chipotle habanero to Thai-inspired sweet and sour, Fieri went with a classic, Damn Hot. The Damn Hot wings are first coated in paprika-spiced flour, then fried and sauced. As to the Damn Hot sauce itself, this is made from a mixture of cayenne, chipotles, and green chilies. Fieri calls the finished dish a good old-fashioned, funky, crunchy wing, which is something we can never get enough of. While Des Moines, Iowa may not rank up there with Kansas City, St. Louis, or Memphis among the world's barbecue capitals, when it comes to chicken wings, they can hold their own with anyone. That's because Des Moines is home to Smokey D's Barbecue, a restaurant that wins award after award. Sure, their brisket and ribs are as mouth-watering as smoked meats tend to be, but Food Network says the real menu standout are the smoked wings. When Guy Fieri paid Smokey D's a visit, he learned that Smokey D's wings are deep-fried after they're smoking, something that makes them doubly delicious. He tried the Asian glazed wings and described them as dynamite, great spice, nice balance, subtle, not overdone. The Asian glaze is one of 3 different sauces Smokey D's offers, the other 2 being barbecue and buffalo. We all love a good pun-named Thai restaurant, but there's far more to Tie Me Up than the name alone. Guy Fieri couldn't hold back on the superlatives when he tried the offerings at this food truck in Kahului, Hawaii. He called it a freight train to Flavortown and described the boneless pork ribs by saying, "On a scale of 1 to 100, that's a 101. Fieri also raved about the stuffed chicken wings, something he called out of bounds. Unfortunately, these wings no longer appear to be featured on Tie Me Up's menu, and they haven't made their stuffed wing recipe public. However, according to a similar recipe from C. Hodge Creations, the tricky part with making stuffed wings is deboning the wing itself. In addition to rice noodles and veggies, their recipe uses ground pork for a double meat delight, and tops the wings with sweet chili garlic sauce in place of the plum sauce favored by Tie Me Up. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about diners, drive-ins, and dives are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.